This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hi there, I'm Kaylee O'Kelly with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Phoenix police are investigating a deadly three-car crash. Officers say a sedan crossed the median near 31st Avenue in Northern, hitting a minivan that was moving in the opposite direction. Another car then crashed into it. Now, police say the driver of the minivan has passed away. One other person has serious injuries. A Phoenix family's home going up in flames. Look at this. While they were sleeping, but a neighbor smelled that smoke and moved fast to help.
What I did was put my shoes on. We ran out. I started banging on their door.
Thank you. Thank you. I couldn't say it. I don't even know what to say, but I'm so grateful for them.
I think they'll have a lifelong bond here. All of this happening on Friday night in a neighborhood near 51st Avenue in Thomas. That's Margarita Santana, and she says she and her 13-year-old daughter were able to make it out safely. They are now staying with members of their family. That house, as you can see, is a total loss, but they say they are thankful that they were able to rescue their 3 dogs and the family fish. Happening this week, sentencing is expected for the former Phoenix nurse charged with sexually assaulting an incapacitated woman at a long-term care facility. Last month, Nathan Sutherland pleading guilty to sexual and vulnerable adult abuse. He's accused of impregnating a disabled patient while working at Hacienda Healthcare. This was back in 2018. He is facing up to 10 years in prison. His sentencing is scheduled for Thursday. Today does mark 1 week since concession workers at Sky Harbor Airport did go on strike. It's not over either. Workers with HMS Host are planning to be out picketing, chanting, and holding a drum line today. This will impact Terminals 3 and 4, and that strike will continue beginning at 6 a.m. The big story today, COVID-19 and this new variant, OMICRON, that we're hearing so much about. President Joe Biden will offer an update on the variant and on the U.S. response, which does come with some uncertainty.
Prepare for the worst.
We don't know that much yet.
Clearly more questions than answers at this point.
The variant was first identified in South Africa, declared a variant of concern by the World Health Organization. At least a dozen countries are reporting cases. Travel bans from South Africa and 7 other African countries all the way to the United States to start today because of this new variant. Right now, it's not in the U.S., we're told.
Inevitably, it will be here. The question is, will we be prepared for it? And the preparation that we have ongoing for what we're doing now with the Delta variant just needs to be revved up. And that's the bottom line of that, is the preparation by getting more and more people vaccinated and getting the fully vaccinated boosted.
Well, that's Dr. Fauci there, saying it could be 2 more weeks before we have definitive information on the variant. Meantime, more countries are closing borders because of it, including Japan, Israel, and Morocco. Japan's prime minister announcing it will suspend all foreign visitors from around the world. The prime minister also encouraging people to keep wearing masks and taking basic antivirus steps until more is known. Moderna's chief medical officer says if a new vaccine is needed to fight the Omicron variant, it will probably be ready early next year. The drug maker officially is saying that it will take a few weeks here to know whether or not current vaccines can protect against it.
Questions we really need answers to. How transmissible is this variant? How severe is it? And will the antibodies that are produced in response to the current vaccines effective? And we won't know that last question for a couple of weeks. But what we do know is that the best protection is to get vaccinated.
Again, not a lot is known about this one. Right now, more than 62% of people in Arizona have at least one COVID-19 vaccine, with nearly 9 million vaccine doses administered.
Tracking your most accurate forecast on this last Monday of November. I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres, and we're now on record watch for the entire month. So far in November, we've had 23 days with temperatures at or above 80 degrees. The all-time record is 24 days set back in 1949, and we are calling for a high of 81 today. That would tie the record, and there's still one more day left of the month, so we could break the all-time record before it's all said and done. Elsewhere across Arizona on this Monday, temperatures on the mild side up in the high country, 59 there in Flagstaff, along with Heber and Jolo, 60s in Winslow and Winter Rock, and 80s as you head from the valley to the south and west too, including Yuma with a high of 83 later this afternoon. Here's a breakdown of your 7-day forecast. We're calling for highs to stay in the lower 80s, and not just the last couple of days. days of November, but for the first couple of days of December, all the way through Thursday with a high of 80 degrees, then finally cooling down slightly beginning Friday and this weekend with highs in the mid and upper 70s and lows in the low to mid 50s.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to ABC15.com or download our free ABC15 mobile app. Make it a great day.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.